Dark web. It may be a confusing topic for some of you guys, and let me make it simpler for you to understand. The internet is an ocean of information. All you search is about information on Google, Yahoo, or Mozilla Firefox. Even in your online exams, all you use is Google and your little brain. You surf the internet, grab the information, and sometimes, yes, sometimes you learn from the websites also. But there are a few sites in the internet that you cannot access. These sites are called as dark web or dark sites. These are used to hack information or steal data. These websites are not available on Google, Yahoo, or any other web browsers. You need other specifications to access these websites. The dark web refers to the content that isn't characterized by the search pages like Google, Yahoo, or Mozilla Firefox, and it requires a special software or access from the websites to access them. Dark web content lives on the darknet, a portion of the internet accessible only to the personal browsers or through particular network formats. Now here the question arises, what are dark web, deep web, or surface web? So let's clear one by one. The internet is filled with millions of web pages, databases, and servers all running 24 hours a day. But the so-called visible internet, aka surface web or open web sites that can be organized using search engines like Google and Yahoo, is just the tip of the iceberg. There are several terms surrounding the non-visible web, but it's worth knowing how they differ if you are planning to browse the beaten-off path. Let's get to know about the surface web or the open web. The open web or the surface web is the visible surface sheet. If we continue to make up the entire web like an iceberg, the open web would be the top portion that is above the water. From a statistical perspective, this combination of websites and data makes up only 5% of the total internet. All normally public-facing websites accessed via traditional browsers like Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, and Firefox are contained here. Websites are usually tagged with registry operators like .com and .org and can be easily located with popular search engines. Locating surface websites is feasible because search engines can index the web via noticeable links, a process called crawling due to the examination engine traveling the web like a spider. Now here comes the deep web. The deep web rests below the surface and summarizes mostly 90% of all websites. This would be the part of the iceberg beneath the water, much larger than the surface web. This hidden web page is so large that it's difficult to discover precisely how many pages or websites are active at any instant of time. Carrying on with this analogy, big search devices could be considered like fishing boats that can only catch websites close to the surface. Everything else, from the academic journals to private databases and more criminal content, is out of the reach. This deep web also includes the quantity that we know as the dark web. What is the dark web and how to access it? Let's get to know more about it. The websites you visit every day makes only a small portion of the whole internet. Further this surface web, there is deep web, and within the deep web there is dark web. Find out what the dark web is and how you can access it. Then before doing that, get a data monitoring tool like Avast Breach Guard to keep your personal information safe while browsing dark web. How to access the dark web safely? The safest way to get on the dark web is through the TOR network. For added security, first connect to a VPN, then use TOR in a practice known as TOR over VPN. Many internet service providers and governments may be cautious of TOR use, and VPN will hide your internet workout and prevent anyone from knowing that you are browsing TOR. The main point comes here: connect to a reliable and safe VPN. Hide your IP address and encrypt your internet connection with a trustworthy VPN like NordVPN and ExpressVPN. Although they both provide encryption, a VPN and a TOR is not the same thing. A VPN will prevent your ISP and anyone else from understanding that you are downloading and using TOR. Now, download and install the TOR browser. TOR browser is unrestricted browser that routes your traffic through the encrypted TOR network. Download TOR network from the official TOR project websites because unlicensed third-party downloads may come bundled with malware. Now, browse the dark web with TOR browser. TOR browser will let you admission the .onion domains of the dark web. Because the dark web is largely unregulated, never visit dark websites without first confirming their genuineness. But before using Tor browser, protect your identity. The dark website isn't always dangerous, but many scams do exist. When communicating or making purchases over the shady web, use encrypted and unspecified email addresses and pay with an unspecified cryptocurrency wallet. Now here the most awaited question comes, is the dark web used for illegal purposes? Yes, the murky web is used for illegal activities. It's possible to buy and sell illegal drugs, malware and prohibited content in the darknet marketplaces. Some dark web commerce sites have hazardous chemicals and weapons for sale. Some cyberpunks offer ransomware as a service (RAAS), where cybercriminals can rent a strain of ransomware from its creator in exchange for a fee or a percentage of their ransom expenditures. Others sell software exploits that other cybercriminals can use to infect victims with malware and snatch personal data. The vastly known dark web marketplace was the Silk Road, which was inaugurated in 2011 and virtually functioned as the Amazon-like market for illegal drugs. In 2013, the FBI shut down the Silk Road and its founder, Rosh Ulbricht, is now fulfilling a double life sentence. It was the biggest criminal trial in the history of the internet. Frauds and scams run widespread on the dark web, offers too good to be true, and fake services requiring upfront payments. Hackers sell access to email accounts, social media silhouettes, or other information that can be used for identity theft. Avast Breach Guard helps you to keep your data off the dark web by regulating non-dark web marketplaces. Avast Breach Guard will alert you instantly if when your data is made usable for sale. That way you can alert your password and protect your accounts before anyone can use your data against you. For getting an Avast Breach Guard online, you can find the link in the description box. And to know more about the VPNs, you can find our video in the I button above or in the description box below. The question of the century is the dark web dangerous? The dark web can certainly be dangerous. With no regulation, it's a more hazardous place to hang out than the surface web. Malware and scams are scattered like landmines around the dark web, and with many unfamiliar looking sites on the dark web, it's harder to distinguish safe websites from the shady ones and susceptible to falling victim. Regular dark web visitors know that it's possible to exploit the sketchy reputation of the space and the employment offered. And though some dark web marketplaces offer user reviews, not all do. Lack of regulation by authorities or other users give rises to easy for cybercrime on unfamiliar looking sites. Another question that might be popping up in your brain is it illegal to access the dark web? The legality of accessing the dark web varies from country to country. In the US, visiting the dark web is legal, though using Tor without the safety of a VPN may draw scrutiny from your ISP as well as from the government. And while visiting the dark network may be legal, using it to entertain in criminal activities is not. The primary role of the dark web is anonymous browsing. Some people use this anonymity for illegal reasons, but the dark web's privacy protections are crucial for activists and informants. Dark web domains can be crucial for those living in countries where free speech is limited or banned and who want to share information or organize without being prosecuted. So is the dark web illegal on its own? No, but accessing it might be being sure of where you are. Always check your legal laws before visiting the dark web using Tor or using a VPN. Keep yourself and your data off the dark web. Data breaches happen all the time, and your login credentials and other data might be on the dark web already. Unless you are on the dark web yourself, the only way to realize whether or not someone is selling your data is to perform a dark web scan. Avast Breach Guard scans the dark web and it will alert you instantly if when it detects your data. Breach Guard will guide you through the process of recouping your accounts and protecting them before a hacker can use your leaked credentials. Secure your data and keep hackers out of your report with a specialized dark web monitoring tool. Now the last and most interesting question comes, what happens on the dark web today? Because privacy and anonymity are the hallmarks of the dark web, it's easy to determine that everything that happens there is illegal. And while sufficient cybercrime does not take place, the dark web is used legally as well. Some people simply prefer not to present any information online and use Tor to access normal websites outside the dark web or to visit web news websites and symposia. So that's it for today, my friends. If you like the video, then like the video, share the video with your friends, relatives and colleagues so that they could also get the information. And if you really want to support us, then subscribe to our channel and put a comment for more informative videos like this. Thank you.